Welcome.
I am. Good morning. Thank you for your kind presentation and also for letting me be here today, sharing my job. And now I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, I think it's done. Okay. And I also wanted to congratulate Carol because as an archaeologist, I enjoyed very much his passionate speak. And now that we can travel, I have a new destiny in my mind. So yes, this is the work of my department in the university. I'm an underwater archaeologist. And the University of Cádiz is the only university with a line of research for underwater archaeology. It's the only university in Spain. And also the only university in Spain with official master for students in underwater archaeology. We've been working for 6 years, and we have a multi-purpose ship that we share with other sea departments in the university and can also be like rented to other teams or projects or universities. And we have our own restoration labs for the artifacts that we take out from the water. Right now, we have several projects going on. We have, all of them have a part for research and a part for kind of the transfer of knowledge, which is my department and my specialty. We have these two national projects, Proyecto Heracles and Steamboat Route, that are meant to end in the creation of an underwater park in the Strait of Gibraltar. I will show a map later. Then we have a UMAR, which is an Erasmus project for educating the tourism operators in the developing of products related to heritage. We also have an Interreg type project, which is also for the creation of tourist products related to maritime and underwater heritage on the Atlantic area. And the Crea Mare, another Interreg, but in the Mediterranean, linked to virtual heritage. So what we are doing in our line in the university is to focus all these projects in the same space, which is something that normally is not done. Why? Well, first, this is the space. This is the Cádiz is in the south of Spain. This is the Bay of Gibraltar. And we are concentrating our projects here because this city has a high rate of unemployment and also has an industry based on oil companies and merchant ships, a bit of sun and beach, but no heritage at all. And now the city is trying to rebrand itself, linking its identity to the heritage and the maritime history. So we are trying to help in this department. As I was saying, first we do research, is what we did here. We've been working here for 3 years, and we found, because there was no archaeological chart, we didn't know what we have here. And we found more than 150 sites, underwater sites, archaeological sites, most of them shipwrecks from Roman times till contemporary times. So we are prioritizing those that are more exposed. As you can see in this picture, some of them are very shallow, very close to the shore. The people is already diving there, taking things out. So these are the ships that we are like paying more attention. But we are documenting all the sites. Sometimes we take samples. Sometimes we make small excavations. Sometimes we make whole excavation of the ship, depending on what we think it's needed. And we gathered information through technologies like probe, magnetometer, or sub-bottom profiler, that machines to know what's in the bottom. And also by speaking to the local community, going to the archives, gather information from other sources. As I was saying, sometimes we have to make a full excavation. We find some interesting artifacts. As you can see, we take them to the labs and then to the museum. That's one part of our job. And this is where my job begins. My job is to see, I understand that we are creating some capital, which would be a cultural capital that can be of use for the city. So my job is to see how can we transfer this knowledge on a creative, if I can, and efficient way, and to find stakeholders to develop different kind of experiences. So we take these projects, we do our research, we have this cultural capital, and what we do is to develop the cultural products, the experiences. We don't take profit. We don't do tourism. That's what we do with our stakeholders, and they will develop these products under our supervision. So they will have complementary services, if we are lucky, complementary funding, and that's how we can get to a much larger target audience. Of course, all of this is under our supervision, so we are sure that these products are responsible and sustainable for the environment and for the heritage. And that's what we are doing under the principles of the new European guidelines of blue economy and blue growth, and also the new guidelines for the ocean decade. And these are some of the outcomes that we are going to. Some of them are already done, but during this year, I hope. The first one is this tourism toolkit. It was an outcome of my PhD, and it is for tourism operators. It's already online on the webpage of the TIDE project. It has, it's to explain how can they develop these products, which steps should they take, which professional should be involved in each step. And at the end of each chapter, they have exercises. So if they read the book and do the exercises, by the end of the book, they might have a pretty good draft of an experience. The second thing, the second outcome would be this underwater cultural park. We want to have 5 sites open by next summer, but that means we are also training the guides. We are also working with the diving centers. We have also to put panels underwater. We have to make through a very great research before. Now the part of the research is done, and we are trying to do all the logistic stuff. The third thing is an streaming buoy that the engineers inside the TIDE project developed. It's a buoy to put over a site while we are working underwater, so we can transmit audio and video in real time through internet to land. That means we can broadcast to a school or to a university or to a museum and tell in real time, because it also has cameras underwater, tell in real time what we are doing, and people can be underwater with us. This buoy is already functional, but we can arrange a broadcasting, but our goal is to integrate that in our website in a permanent way. We'll see if with some of the projects to come, we can get the funding. The third thing we are doing is a video game, a serious game. And we provided the history and the 3D model of the real artifacts. And a company, a French company, is developing the video game. It's already done, but we don't have yet the glasses to test it. So I cannot say how good it is because we've only saw small videos, but I found them quite promising. And finally, we have VR glasses and augmented reality experiences to be placed in different museums and interpretation centers of Algeciras. What we do is that we bought the glasses, we gave it to the museums and the centers, and they will keep maintaining them. We don't have to spend more money, but our compromise is to keep feeding them with new content. So as we are concentrating all our projects in there, we are developing new content every year. We also have invited other researchers from our university, such as biologists or geologists, to share their data and to create content also for the glasses. I think that's a very good thing because in their projects they can have an outcome that it is a virtual reality product without to buy the glasses, because there are already the glasses, so let's all use them. And that's most of what we want to achieve. Our challenge now is how I said we wanted to create some impact in the city to help the city to rebrand, and also to see if we can create positive impact on the tissue, economical, social, and cultural tissue of the city. So our challenge now, since we are archaeologists and we don't do social economy, is to see how are we going to measure that. and how are we going to make it also in a scientific way? And that's also the part of the investigation I am currently working on.